So as we gaze out into the world, we have been trained to take what we see as real. All of this physical matter, anything that you can touch and grab and even think of, our thoughts, our images, our ideas, our mind, our senses, our seeing, our hearing, tasting, and touch. We all take this to be real. But in non-duality, this is not the case. In non-duality, anything that comes and goes is not real. So as we gaze out into the world, you could say that everything that you perceive from an egoic point of view, that is not real. But then you may ask, well, is anything real, or what is real? And we know that whatever is real has to exist. And because you know you exist, you have to be real. You are that which is real. And this reality has three primary criteria. One, it has to be permanent. This is that permanence that you feel in yourself occasionally as you view back in time over your life, and you realize that everything is changing, right? Your education's changing, your relationships change, your knowledge changes, your careers change, where you live changes, your body type changes, everything is changing. But you know that there's something within you that's permanent, that never changes. And the moment you try and grasp it, it disappears. We all know this. We've all experienced this. Well, that permanence is yourself. And we know that it can't be known conceptually or intellectually. So therefore, every time we go and grasp it, when we sense it, it disappears. But that is the permanence. That the definition of real in non-duality terms is that it doesn't change. It doesn't fluctuate. It doesn't come in and out of existence. It is eternal, infinite permanence. The second criteria is that it has to exist, and it has to know that it exists. And this is you. You exist, and you know that you exist. It's the one thing that you absolutely know for certain. Everything else is in question. Anytime you inquire into anything other than yourself, you realize that it does not always meet the definition of real. And the third criteria is that it has to shine by its own light. It has to be self-shining, self-illuminating, and self-energetic. This means that there's nothing prior to it that gives it its energy, that gives it its existence, that makes existence happen. And this is self. This is awareness. There's nothing prior to it. It is self that is driving this whole manifestation. So those are the three criteria of what is real. It has to be permanent, it has to exist and know that it exists, and it has to shine by its own light. this message of non-duality is a message of 180 degrees. It's perceiving the world as you experience yourself. So via self-inquiry, as you come home to yourself, you experience yourself as the one reality, as the one substance, the one permanent, knowing, self-shining substance of awareness. And it's the awareness, it's that permanence that is peering out into the world and seeing and knowing only the one substance of itself. So I encourage you, as I always will, to turn within as much as you can so that you can start to experience the one reality, the only substance that's real, that's permanent, that knows that it's permanent, it's self-shining, and that is yourself.